What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I'm coming at you from the Prime Inc terminal in Salt Lake City. Got here yesterday morning, which was Monday morning at 0900. It's about 0900 on Tuesday, but I basically ran out of hours. The loads that I had from leaving home time last Tuesday till Monday yesterday was about 3,900 miles, so it is what it is. I have an hour and 18 minutes left on my clock, and I reset tonight at 7 p.m. or 1900. But I'm not going to do anything foolish like go drop off a load that late at night and then have to worry about parking or come back to the terminal. I'm going to deliver this load tomorrow at like 0700, run down to the Bosch shop, get a washout, and then post up and wait for a load. Before I get into me almost hitting this oversized load, I want to give a shout out to everybody that stopped by and showed me some love while I'm up here at this terminal. That's the best thing about coming to terminals, is I never feel like I'm alone. It's like always somebody to talk to and things like that. So I really appreciate everybody that stopped by and said what's up. Also, before I get into this, if you are coming into Salt Lake City, and it's going to be really important now that winter's coming, I try to tell people this, and a lot of people have started taking this route and have thanked me for it. So if you're coming into Salt Lake City area, listen, take I-80 to I-84 towards Ogden. You're going to go down about 33 miles. You're going to get off at 87A, exit 87A, which is US 90 towards Salt Lake City. You just have one kind of minor upgrade. You're going to take that. It's going to turn right into I-15. I-15 is going to take you to 215. Take 215 if you're coming to the terminal to California, which is exit 21, I believe, and then you're going to be kind of right here. You know, I'm not all about that driving. Some of you guys like to drive more than the actual job, so maybe you like, you know, hitting all these hills and downgrades and curves. You know, you do you if that's you. But this is the best route to take if you're about peace of mind and stuff like that. So, let's talk about me almost hitting this oversized load. So, I'm coming across I-80 somewhere between North Platte, Nebraska and Grand Island, Nebraska, somewhere in there. And you know, I'm trying to get out here as fast as I can because I only have an hour and 18 minutes. Well, I was pretty sure I was going to be low on hours, and I didn't want to chance it, so I'm going, you know, as fast as you can in a prime truck, 65 miles an hour, unless you happen to be one of the lucky ones. 65 miles an hour, and there's an oversized load on the side of the highway. Flashers on. There's a truck coming up behind me, another flatbed truck, maybe about a little less than a quarter mile behind me. So I throw on my flashers, get in the left-hand lane. As I'm coming over the left-hand lane, this oversized load, which is carrying like these big old steel pipes that might be about 2 feet in diameter, starts merging onto the highway. So I don't think anything of it. This fool cuts across the left-hand lane. It was one of those areas where the police usually park, that's paved in the center. He makes a U-turn on the highway. So I'm seeing what this guy's doing. I start hitting full jakes, full brakes, everything. The flatbed guy behind me, I don't know if he knows what's going on or not, but he's starting to, like, he's really on my ass now. So I probably missed this guy by about 2 truck lengths. Had I not got on them brakes, I would have probably hit him, or I'd have had to move aggressively over into the right-hand lane. So the guy does that. I get on the CB and I start cussing the guy out. And then as soon as I get done cussing the guy out, the guy that was coming up behind me started cussing the guy out. So that could have turned out pretty bad. And you know what? It's become an epidemic almost lately. I've seen, this is the 3rd truck I've seen in probably the last month and a half, 2 months, where I've seen a truck make a U-turn on the highway. This was like owner operator. I'm suspecting, I'm not sure. The other two were Western Express trucks. One was on I-80 in Pennsylvania, right where the I-80, I-81 splits off. So I'm assuming he wanted to stay on 80 instead of going on to 81. And then he did a U-turn on the highway. And then the next Western Express truck I saw do that was I was in Ohio on US 65. And he did the same thing. So I hadn't really seen that until, you know, recently. So I don't know what's going on with that. But that is extremely dangerous. The one on US 65 wasn't quite as dangerous because there wasn't as much stuff around. The guy on I-80, he was basically going to be making that left-hand turn going the opposite direction on a blind curve. So I'm sure that, and it wasn't like at night or, you know, it was like some traffic out there. So that's I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but that's never one of the things you're going to do. Just too much that can happen on that. So anyway, just giving you guys an update what I need to do out here, or not out here, what I got to do within the next, well, before October 12th, my 55th birthday. I got to get home and pick up my driver's license. So my fleet manager's off, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be too cute about it. Normally I could tell my fleet manager, you know, get me home around this time, but since I'm dealing with somebody I'm not sure about, I may just say, you know what, just get me home so I don't have to worry about it, because I don't want to be out here driving without a license, even if I have a license, if I don't have it personally on me. So that's about it. I was speaking to somebody that was thinking about training and asked me what my experience was with training. That might be my next video, because I'm out here in Salt Lake City where it all began. Here's where I did my training. And you know, you hear a lot of these horror stories as far as whether it be you as a trainer or, you know, somebody as a trainee, you know, having all these issues and stuff like that. And one thing that I have been blessed with is all my students have been beasts. So I might break down each of those students into what they really did great and some of the things that maybe I had to work on with them, just to kind of give a little bit of insight to people that are thinking about training, and things that people are in training can pick up some of these things that I like so much about these individual students, that maybe they can, you know, take with them as they go on their training journey. Because not this time, maybe about a year ago, I was up at Salt Lake City Terminal, and I was just sitting back in the cut. You know, there was a large training class going on at the time, and I'm just kind of sitting back listening to conversations, and I heard this student that was basically saying, before he even got his train or anything like that, he was just like, you know what, I'm not going to have anybody out here making me drive all this time and all this kind of stuff. And I was just like, yep, well, that's not going to be anybody I'm training, because me and my students, but we, you know, no students ever outdrove me as far as miles, but I'm expecting a good, you know, I'm expecting a good drive shift. We'll get into that in this next video. If I ain't got nothing to do, I ain't got nothing today but time and opportunity. So once I get done running in here, taking a shower, and coming back out here, I may do that video, because, you know, we always hear about the negative stuff. So it might be time to hear about some of the positive things that happen out here. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.